Welcome everybody to week 2 of our Lent course, and the theme of this week is trusting. I wonder what your initial thoughts are on this word, trusting. Such a simple word on the face of it, and yet as an idea, as a process, often involves things that are not easy, things that are hard. And what I really like about the material for the course this week is that it's honest about that. It's honest that hoping does not mean some spiritual bypass, all's going to be okay sort of attitude as long as you love Jesus. I've always wondered what Lazarus might have looked like as he came out of his tomb. Of course, what we want to picture is resurrection light and glory. And yes, maybe that is part of the picture. But I wonder if he was a bit smelly. I wonder if he was a bit dishevelled. He'd been dead a little while. If people were both drawn to him and in some ways a little bit fearful. And I think that ties in with the references in the readings for this session about how, as Jesus appears in his resurrection glory, we still see something of his wounds. It's mind-blowing, really, isn't it? I wonder if that's how you would have done it. If you were God, surely you would have erased them as proof that he really had to come back from the dead. And yet, they are there. And I've always been drawn to this idea from Henri Nouwen of the wounded healer. That somehow life, faith, healing, hope does not come from these perfect places, but yet comes from our woundedness in some way. And of course, to believe that demands trusting. It often demands trusting in those times when we feel especially wounded. In those dark times, in those times of struggle, not just at an individual level, but at a societal and a global level as well, trusting as we go through a period of what Richard Rohr calls disordering. Trusting that somehow in the disordering, in the dying, there is a reordering, a resurrection that is to be birthed within us. And in doing so, in trusting in this way, in hoping in this way, there's something about our woundedness that becomes sacred, that becomes consecrated to the healing of the world. And maybe that's something of the hope that we are here to offer. So my sisters and brothers, I wonder what your thoughts are about this. Where do you find it difficult to trust God? Where might those wounds be in your life that are possibilities for hope for yourself and for the world? What might it be like to invite the wounded Christ to sit, to be present alongside each one of us as we work for, as we seek, as we pray for a world of hope? And what would you say to him as he sits alongside you? Do you feel free to offer all that you're feeling at this moment in time? Are you open to refusing the option of spiritual bypassing, but instead being honest, angry, sad, lamenting, crying, whatever it might be, and receiving his embrace? So this is meaty stuff, powerful stuff, but really fruitful ground for God's springtime to be born within each of us. Thank you.